Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I am Cacey with Rewire Realty, the Hungry Realtor, and this is
Brianna Hakes with Coordinate That.
So Brianna is a godsend for me, and any other realtor that needs her, you should definitely get in touch with her. She will do all of your paperwork for you.
I love it.
It's amazing. Saves you so much time so you can spend your time with your family or do some other things. So tonight, Brianna is actually going to teach me how to cook something that I've never cooked before. Chicken Parmesan. So, pardon me also because I'm still not 100%, but I'm sure this is going to be amazing. So, let's show them what they will need to make the recipe.
Okay.
So,
let me hit the chicken out.
okay. So, for sure, tomato sauce, we're going to need that. And then,
So you'll start off with, we'll post the recipe afterwards, but the recipe calls for chicken breasts, and we're going to kind of double that tonight because we've got some people to feed.
and I'm super hungry, y'all know that.
Same. So you'll have chicken breasts, and then some eggs. After we pound out the chicken breasts, we'll dredge them in eggs, and then Italian-style breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs, everybody watching.
And then we'll brown those quickly and move them over to our baking sheet. And after we brown them, then we'll mix up a little sauce.
We're just showing them the ingredients.
Oh,
right
okay, got you.
now. So we got Parmesan cheese. And then we also, we need mozzarella cheese, right? That's in the
Yep.
fridge.
Mozzarella cheese, little vegetable oil, and then pasta. We'll serve it over pasta.
Yes, we got angel hair here. I think you can probably use spaghetti or whatever pasta that you love.
I'm partial to angel hair, so that's why
It's good. Angel hair is good. And plus I'm an angel. So look at this hair.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so while she's getting the eggs and everything ready, I'm gonna do the drawing for last week. Thank you for everybody who shared the video, and we really appreciate you. It's for a $25 gift card. So everybody that shared the video and then liked our business pages last week was everybody's going solar with Jeremy Wyatt and Real Estate by Cacey. Of course, that's me. And so we got some good shares, and so I'm gonna do the drawing right now. And I normally try to have the gift card on me, but since I don't have it on me, I left it in the car and I'm not gonna go get it. So, cause I'm lazy. So there you go. All right, full screen.
It's chilly outside, that's why.
Oh yeah, it's cold outside. That's
There
why
you
I'm
go.
not going. Not because I'm lazy. Not lazy.
No.
Okay, so let's do the spin. The wheel. Oh, I like this. I can get close here.
Nice.
Yay, Lacey Terry, you won. If you're at church on Sunday, I'll give it to you there. If you're not at church, then I have your address because I sent you that Christmas card. All right. Brianna, what are we going to do with these eggs? We're going to whisk them, right?
Yes, let's whisk them in one of the, I just use pie plates because they're easy and they're big and open. And when you pound out the chicken, you'll see why you want to use something that's big and open.
Yes. So if you want to show them how to pound out the chicken, because you're better at that than me. Whenever I do it, I make a huge mess, and it like goes all over the place. Like there's like chicken juice and meat splashing me all over the place, and it's just not good. So she puts it in a plastic bag. Isn't that amazing?
I put
Look
it
at
in a Ziploc, so then that just contains everything and the mess is thrown away when you're done.
Yes. And she also has really cool aprons here. Look. I love your show, Make Chicken and Rice. I will make chicken and rice. I've been taking requests, so
Nice.
everybody that's requested for me to make something, I will make it. I just have not gotten time to get to everyone's because I only do one show a week, you know? I mean, when those endorsements come in, I'll make something for y'all every single week, but we don't have
This
those
is
yet.
going to be a little loud.
Okay, so here
Sorry.
she goes. She's going to beat the chicken.
Yeah.
Show.
So,
Sorry, that
what
was...
we said earlier. Okay. So it's a tenderizing mallet. You can use, if you don't have one, you can use a hammer. You just want to be really careful that you don't want to hit it too hard and make the chicken explode. And then of course, you know, when you use a hammer, you want to, I guess, yoke up on it, I think it's called, but on the end of the hammer handle, not up close, because then you're actually using your weight and power to do the hammer. So if you hold it back here, then this is doing the work instead.
So let the head of the hammer do the work, not your hand.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
And then the also good thing about this is I like to, you know, take out my frustrations on the chicken meat instead of, you
That's
know,
good.
other people in my life.
Yes.
I can't believe she said that
When
to me
I-
today.
Whenever I'm gonna remember this for whenever Noah makes me mad, guys.
There you go. It's like, oh, we're having chicken parmesan tonight.
Oh, you made me mad today. I'm gonna pretend like this chicken is your face.
Yes.
I would never do that. Okay,
Hey, it keeps marriages good and strong.
that's true. Better to do it to the chicken than on.
Just like when you want to cry, cut onions.
That's a good one too.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've already pounded out some of the chicken earlier, so that way you don't have to watch us do.
Or listen to this on
Yeah, 'cause it's really loud.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So I just have these eggs in here, and I'm just gonna whisk them around. There we go. Can y'all see? Yeah, they can see it. Okay.
Okay, so when you're done with your chicken, it should look, can you see it okay? Oh, it should look a little exploded. So of course
So we don't
The
want to
edge.
explode it too much, just a little bit.
right. And then and then you want it kind of thin. So, you know, of course that chicken breast was like, you know, big and fat and juicy, and we're pounding it out to make it kind of thin. It makes it
Tenderize
tender.
too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes it really tender when we cook it up.
All right, so if you don't know how to whisk eggs, then this is what they should look like when they're done, just in case. Some people don't know how to do it, so it's okay.
You can do that with a fork
There you
or
go.
a whisk.
Yes. Yeah, I heard that forks bruise the eggs. I don't know, I just saw that in a movie, and the girl it was actually like a Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen movie, and she put them in a Ziploc bag instead of using the fork because she said it was gonna bruise, and she shook the bag until it was done, and I was like, what are you doing?
What's-
Just use a fork. I don't know.
What's the difference in shaking it to death or whisking it up with a fork?
I have no idea, honestly. I just
Okay.
thought that was a good ad, and I thought it was gonna be funnier.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
No, it's pretty funny. It's like, okay. So,
We're gonna need this later or no?
no, we shouldn't.
Okay. So also later on, she has a surprise for y'all too. She's gonna show us how to make some
Caesar dressing.
homemade Caesar dressing, and I've never made Caesar dressing, so I'll be learning that as well.
Yeah.
So then whenever people come over to my house and I'm entertaining,
Fancy
then we
schmancy.
can have fancy Caesar dressing instead of buying it out of the bottle. Who knew?
Okay, so it just calls for 1 cup of the breadcrumbs, but really you just want enough in there because I'll keep adding. We're gonna do 7 breasts in the end. So I'll just keep adding the breadcrumbs as I need them to cover the breasts.
Oh, we need to share this to your Facebook really quick so I can. So she's gonna share it to her Facebook. While she's doing that, I'm gonna just pick up this chicken and show you, like, without the bag on it, what it should look like. So here we go.
Cacey,
Then I'm gonna
I'll let
wash
you
my
do it 'cause I don't know
hands.
what I'm doing.
See, there's a little hole in that, but that's okay. Like, it's fine. But the chicken should look really beat up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then.
And thin. Okay, here it comes. I'm gonna wash my hands first.
Save me.
I don't want to get salmonella on your computer.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
You're so considerate. Which you are. I wasn't being facetious.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get really messy. What I try to do is just keep one hand dirty, if that at all makes any sense. Oh, you know what? We'll do, okay, hold on. So let's warm up our skillet. I'm using a cast iron skillet, but I also have the skillet I use often. And it doesn't really matter what skillet you use. I do love cast iron.
Me
Kind
too.
of. Just brings fun flavors in, and
Oh,
Yeah.
yours is not touchscreen. I keep trying to do this like it's a touchscreen.
Oh yeah, it's not a touch screen.
Okay, well, there's no little bar to do the scrolling.
Oh, sorry, 2 fingers here.
Oh, okay, sorry. She has an Apple computer. If anybody wants to donate one to me, I will be glad to take it off your hands. And then not know how to use it. But, oh, this is amazing. I like that. You'll need a touch screen when you have a touch mouse pad.
Yes.
Okay, so, let's see. Share. Share. Okay, here we go. Share. We'll get to it in a second as soon as I figure out how to use this.
And our pan has to heat up too, so
Yes.
we'll blame it on the pan. There we go.
Okay. So if anybody that's watching, don't forget to share the video and like our business pages to be entered into next week's drawing for a $30 Visa gift card.
You know, I have this on my, well, that's fine.
What?
I have it on my personal Facebook and not.
I tagged you in it.
Okay, you're awesome. You're welcome. You're fabulous, as usual.
Do you want me to post this to you? You want me to post this to you?
I can reshare it to my.
Well, it's
coordinate
posting
page.
as, okay,
As Brianna.
here we go.
On there, yeah.
Okay. Post. This is different.
Because did you see the coordinate that?
Yeah, it was going.
Okay.
Okay, so I just need to click
Oh,
on
yeah,
this.
sweet.
How do I make it bigger? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
You can see my butt. Awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Okay,
My cute little apron.
so, all right. So if anybody has any requests of what they would like me to cook in the next coming shows, please comment that below and I will get you taken care of. So we're just waiting on the oil to heat up and then we're just going to bread this pounded chicken because for the people that are just tuning in. Let's see. Hey girl, hey, that's my friend Alex from Mississippi.
Oh,
She
nice.
is a sweetheart. And she's probably one of the only people that I still talk to from there.
That's
so
pretty awesome.
yeah, absolutely. So then we have the breadcrumbs here. And so we're gonna dredge this. I can start dredging it, right?
Need
Before
to
that.
move it over here because we're gonna put it in egg, breading, and then into the pan.
Okay. Hey, Holly. Holly's watching. Too.
Holly!
So, let's see how this is gonna work. Can you guys still see us? They're not gonna be able to see right here though. So, but that's okay. I mean,
Okay.
we're just gonna go.
Yeah,
So what we're doing is we're creating an assembly line right here so that we don't make a mess over here carrying the chicken to the counter.
All over the floor.
So do y'all like my new kitchen? Isn't it nice? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just over here.
Beautiful.
It's so beautiful, right? It was remodeled just since last week.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm at Brianna's house and it is awesome. Her kitchen is kind of laid out similar to mine, almost. I don't have this thing. It's just open into the dining room.
Yeah.
But since she's cooking, I'm gonna let her cook in her own kitchen instead of coming over to my house because I don't really like people to cook in my house. Like, it's just
Shush.
Okay, so she's putting into the egg. I'm gonna just describe what she's doing right now since you can't see.
So I just set it in there and then I flip it over once and it's totally coated in egg.
Coated in egg, right?
And then I do the same thing in the Italian breading. And actually I said I try to keep one clean hand and I totally lied. Both my hands are filthy.
You're a liar. So yeah, this is gonna be good. And I guess if you wanted to make this like gluten-free or keto-friendly, you could dredge it in like a gluten-free breadcrumb or almond flour. Would that work?
Yes.
Okay. So if
You just want to add some seasonings to it. So, you know, like a Italian seasoning mix or...
Right.
So then it's nice.
Okay, awesome.
And I think we can get 2 in my skillets.
Yeah, you got a big iron skillet. I don't have one this
Yeah.
big. Nice. Do you have tongs that you want me to
Here.
maybe flip this with? Right here?
Try in there. Nope, I'm a liar. Right underneath my computer.
Okay.
I'm a big liar today.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
So
And
I'm pretty sure you're just gonna brown this on both sides, right?
Yes, and it doesn't
Oh,
have
you
to
know-
be in there very long.
Okay.
See, we're already going to add some more breadcrumbs.
We're just gonna put this on here, right? You don't want to put anything underneath.
Yeah, no, I've already buttered it, so,
Okay.
um,
So you're gonna put the chicken once it's done onto a, what'd you call this earlier?
buttered jelly roll pan.
A buttered jelly roll pan. I'll give anybody $5 that can tell me why it's called a jelly roll pan. If you know, then comment that below, because I had no idea. And I'm a master chef.
That's right, she is.
I am. I have my own cooking show. Look at me.
That's right, she does.
Thank you, Facebook, for making my dreams come true. All right, so she
Okay.
put some butter on this with just like the stick, and she just like smeared it on there. She did it just like this, right?
Yes, I did. I
Just like
colored the
this.
pan with butter.
Okay. And then, so I'm gonna take care of this, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yep,
That's good?
perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna,
We'll just flip it over.
so you want it to look like this on that side?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just wanna
Flip
flip it?
around, yep.
There you go.
And it doesn't take but a couple of minutes. I mean, if you have,
Do we need to turn the oven on?
I did. I remembered. I never
What do you
remember y'all
preheat
to
the
turn
oven
on
to?
350.
Preheat the oven at 350.
I usually get done and I go to put something in the
Just
oven.
asking Google account. Look, everybody's Googling it.
That's awesome.
Cause I really thought that this is a cookie sheet. Like honestly, like that's my whole life. I've been like, even to my kids, like, can you get that cookie sheet out for me?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And when a recipe calls for a jelly roll pan, like particularly
I've never seen a
Pumpkin
recipe
rolls?
say that.
a pumpkin roll will require a jelly roll pan
That makes
because
sense.
of the
I've
dough.
never tried to make it.
Yes.
So, all right.
So
So we're
you
done
want to show the
too.
difference between a cookie sheet and a jelly roll pan?
She's gonna show us the difference right now. So your jelly rolls don't fall off.
That's right.
That's correct.
So drum roll. So a cookie sheet is flat with no edges.
Higher size.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
That's
course,
correct.
this one has a little grabber, but anyways.
So-
and then the jelly roll pan has the edges on all four sides.
You could totally make cookies on this though, just so
Yeah,
you know.
and I do all the time. I use those, as you can tell, like for everything. I actually just use these to put like my pies on, so if it runs over, then it catches my junk.
That's good. That's good. All right. So, okay, and then, so we're just gonna put these over here on this pan, right?
Yes. And you can stack them kind of close together. They don't have to be spaced
Okay.
apart or anything.
All right.
And I'll start dredging the next one. Let's add some oil.
So we're gonna put some more oil as we go, because you don't wanna put
Yes.
too much, because you're not like frying chicken, you're just
Right.
browning it on each side. So, all right.
We'll let that get good and
So
hot.
this actually, I always, whenever I think of making this, I kind of got overwhelmed a little bit because I thought it was going to be hard. But it actually doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard
It's
to me.
not. That one
So,
does all the work. After you pound your chicken breast to nice
yes.
thinness.
So we pounded the chicken breast before that, for y'all, before the show started. So that is probably one of the more time-consuming things. You know how I like cut my onions and do all that stuff for y'all. I make the recipe look a lot easier than
So
it is.
easy.
But they sell all that
Effortless.
stuff already done now, you know? Like, so if you didn't want to cut the onion, you could already have it diced. Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
Is this a family recipe? Is this a family recipe?
No, not so much. It is in my family cookbook. Like I try to compile my favorite
She
recipes
has a
for
family cookbook.
my
Like,
girls. I
look
have
at her go.
4 girls, and of course they haven't gotten it yet, but they will this year. It was their Christmas present because 2 of them are married now. But
You don't get the cookbook until you're married. Can I
Yeah.
get one of those when I
Yeah.
get married?
yes,
Yes.
if that's what you're requesting for your wedding gift, for sure. And so, and it's so we can just keep adding to it. They can add to it or what have you.
That's
So
a good idea.
in that way, it is a family recipe, but it's just a recipe I found that I loved. Not anything handed down from my family, anyways, from my grandparents. Or whatnot.
Yeah. I don't know, did you watch the fried rice recipe? Like that one was handed down from
I did watch that one actually.
So, that one was handed down from Noah's grandmama, from
That's
his
super
mama.
awesome.
So I have that one, and then he always tries to get me to make her dressing, and I'm like, I make my own dressing, I don't need. But that's okay, that's just, am I turning this the wrong
Yeah,
way?
so like the smaller the number, the smaller the flame.
Oh,
Maybe a 3 or a 4.
I'm like looking for a notch, because mine has the notches on it, like,
Yeah.
okay.
So you're good, probably right.
All right.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I contemplated,
That is a sweet present. That's a sweet present
yeah.
to get somebody a cookbook. Like I
That's
mean,
a personal
I thought about making a cookbook for my fans. So I can buy them on Amazon next year.
that would be so awesome.
But I actually just post the recipes to my website, so that is an idea to like give people, even, you know, maybe as a closing gift or something, like
Yes.
my own personal cookbook, recipes that I love. That would be awesome,
That
right?
would be so awesome, and then people have your name in front of them all the time too when they use those recipes.
That's good. That's a good idea.
I think that's an
good
excellent
stuff.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I added more breadcrumbs, and we're on our fifth chicken breast. I think we're doing 7 altogether.
Okay.
Also, a little tip for this, you know, I tried to pick a package with the smallest chicken breasts in it because when you pound them out, they get so big. And when you have a huge chicken breast and you pound it out, like it's like as big as the plate.
As your face.
It's bigger. And so I got pretty small chicken breasts. Like, for example, this is going to be really gross. Look how big this breast is. It's huge. I don't even know if you can tell how big it is. But anyway, it's huge. It's the whole, it takes up my whole 9-inch pie plate. There's that. So try to pick a package with smaller breasts.
Good idea.
Yeah, most people want packages with big breasts.
Yes, Benita, that's what I was talking about. Every one of my new homeowners could get a cookbook for their closing gift. It would be great.
I think
And then I would just be marketing myself. So that's good. Thank you for the tip. All right. And for you guys, it would be fun too. For everybody that's watching, I could get y'all one for like Christmas or something for y'all's love and support. Because, you know, y'all, I appreciate you guys. Oh, hey, Mom. My mom's watching.
So
she always says hi.
fun.
This is my friend Brie.
Hi, Mom.
She is awesome too. She's going to give me a family cookbook when I get married, Mom. What are you going to get me?
Hey
I'm
now.
just kidding. I still love you.
She's like, I already gave you life. I don't know what else you want.
I am feeling better thanks to some essential oils that I took. So if you have been skeptical about trying essential oils, like just do it. Like if you need somebody to talk to you about what to order,
Here comes
I
the
have a
mama.
friend that I'll be glad to get you in touch with, and she was just like such a big help because I went in just feeling like crap, and I mean I'm not completely well, but I feel a lot better than I did yesterday.
Need a little knife.
That one's not
Pull
gonna.
out. Yeah, that's great. This one's kind of funky.
We're not gonna be able to fit 2 of these
No.
in here. So this is how big it takes up almost the whole pan where we were able to put 2 in there.
Before. Yep.
What's your favorite?
I've always
Hold on, let me go over
been
here.
curious.
Let me go over here and see.
That's from
Glad
Alex.
you're feeling better. What's your favorite? I've always been. Oh, are you talking about the essential oils? I actually don't know very much about them because,
And it depends on what company you use too.
yeah, so, but I know that the doTERRA oils are 100% oil, and are that's supposed to, because some of them are watered down.
Yeah.
I think like lavender is for cough. Right now, my favorite is the mixture called Breathe because I needed to breathe and it helped me. But that is good for upper respiratory stuff. I also took a mixture of lemon, oregano,
Melaleuca.
melaleuca,
And we couldn't remember the
and I can't remember what the other one was, but I can post that for you. And I just put 1 drop of each in a cup of steaming water and just like inhaled it. And it was like instant gratification, like instant feeling better kind of thing. So that was awesome.
So that's doTERRA, and then Young Living is also another oil, essential oil company, and they're 100% oil as well. And so they have similar products. So they have Breathe Again, which is probably the exact same as your Breathe.
Probably.
And it's fabulous. And I use their RC because I'm an asthmatic, and it's a lifesaver. So I'm on my inhaler like half of what I normally am. So
My mom said she's gonna send me a recipe for the cheesecake for a wedding present
yes,
because she wants me to make the cheesecake. She doesn't actually.
I love you, Casey's mom. You're my kind of gal. Okay. Oh, I want the cheesecake recipe.
I have a really good cheesecake recipe, so maybe cheesecakes just take so long, like to cool and cook and everything. I guess I could like make one and then like have it ready like they do on real cooking shows.
And there's secret tips to making them too, so.
Yeah, and
Which is
then
awesome.
and then I could just have one ready to show y'all what it should look like whenever it's done.
Yes.
But you have to let those like sit on the counter and get to room temperature before you put it in the fridge, and then let it sit in the fridge for 6 hours. And so it's, you know, that's a
And add water to the oven so it doesn't fall
yeah. I mean, like
or
I
crack. And then when
you know
it
what I
falls,
found though, a tip for anybody that makes cheesecakes is, you know, the oven bags that you can buy.
Oh.
Instead of like wrapping the foil, because those never stay. So I
Right.
started wrapping my pans in the oven bags, and they barely go on like the big pan. So it's good because it's really tight. And put the water in there, in the water bath, and so it doesn't
Nice.
like fall, like my things always like fall off
Yeah.
or whatever the sides.
That's brilliant.
So I think we're gonna need some more oil in here.
Oh, let's do it. Here,
Let's do it.
I
More
got
oil.
gooey hands, so. I'm gonna
Okay.
do it.
We I mean you touched it anyway, so
Yeah, well, I
There you
mean, I tried to touch it with my non-gooey parts.
all right.
Maybe I failed a little.
Okay. It's
Okay.
okay. Oh, so Felissa commented, and peppermint was the other one
Yes,
that I put
nice.
in my steamy cup.
Peppermint
And she is actually the one that has the oil information. So if you
Awesome.
want to get some oils or some information, talk to her because she will be your girl.
Yep.
I just
peppermint-
know that it works. So she gave me a lot. Well, she gave me some capsules and some other stuff, and I feel so much better. So
Essential
I think
oils are awesome.
I think tomorrow I will be completely healed. I mean, I already am, you know, but that's
Peppermint on the back of the neck for headache too is miraculous.
okay. See, learn something new every day.
Yep.
Okay. So, this one's like falling apart.
Because it's so big. I probably should have cut it. I cut this next
okay.
one a little bit, so.
All right, so we got only 5 of these on this big pan. So, we're gonna have to get another one. Oh, we still have this one over here too. The last.
Oh, very good.
Last
I
one.
was wondering because I was like, oh, I guess maybe, I thought I got a 7 package, but maybe I only got a 6 package.
So once we get this into the oven, we're gonna just boil some pasta, and then I'm gonna move the camera back the other way so she can show us how to make homemade Caesar dressing. I definitely need to try it for headaches. I think you should. I mean, I haven't used it for headaches yet because I just now started. I have used the Melaleuca though, which is it's tea tree oil, right? Is what it essentially is.
I'm not sure about the Melaleuca.
So, really gross. Me and the girls both got ringworms
Yep.
when we brought that stray cat in the house. So I put a little bit of that, and I think it was oregano in a little bottle, or somebody put that in there for me, and I put it on the ringworm. And I tried everything, any kind of antifungal that you could buy at the store, and nothing was working. And I put that on there, and it was cleared up in 3 days. So that is an antifungal
Nice.
as well. And that's all I know. So
Oh my gosh, I'm sure it's probably tea tree oil blend. I don't know about it, but tea tree oil is fabulous.
it also prevents, for any moms watching, if you put tea tree oil in a water bottle and spray on your kids' hair, for anybody that has girls before they go to school in the morning, or put it in their shampoo, it will prevent head lice as well, which is gross that I'm talking about that while I'm cooking, but it all happens, you know.
It's all a part of life.
If you have a kid and they've never had head lice, more power to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we're on our last breast.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
And this is probably the most
Time-consuming
intensive
part,
part
right?
of the, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the most messy part, so
Yes.
I'm glad she's doing it and not me. Thank you, Jesus.
I was going to say you're welcome, but I'm not Jesus.
This is fun. I like being on the other end of
Yeah,
on the other end, not having to cook and just talking.
being the helper.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I'm learning
this one?
something new, a new recipe.
This one is ready whenever we get room in the pan.
All right. There's room. There's room for this one. For that one, I believe. scoot these over. Do we want to go ahead and boil water for the noodles? Or
It
no?
doesn't, I usually just put them on after I get these in the oven because it doesn't take too long to
Okay.
boil. And
Did
then
you
to cook the pasta is like 6 minutes or something.
How do you tell if your pasta's done? Do you just look at it, or do you actually
No.
throw it and stick it to the wall?
No, because al dente is, but I like mine a little softer than al dente.
Me too.
And so I just pull one out and I
Take a bite of it.
take a bite of it. And
But when it's al dente, that's when you can throw it and it'll stick to the wall, right?
yeah, so it's soft, but it has that little crunch in the
No, I know.
center
I
still.
mean, I know what al dente
Oh, okay.
means, but that's. They say that like when the pasta's done, it will
Yeah.
stick to the wall. Like
I
I've
could,
always.
I
seen
could
that.
never do that.
You could never throw it to the
Throw
wall.
my pasta and stick it to the wall.
I mean, I could
But
probably
it's
do it.
fun. I'm sure it's, maybe
I
if
mean-
it wasn't my kitchen, I'd throw it.
Well, you see this? People just don't care about other people's stuff.
That's why I don't throw my pasta on the wall.
Okay, so
So
we're.
it'll stick to the wall even if it's a little bit more than al dente, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
are we good on oil? I think we're good.
I think we're good. Yeah, I think it maybe just needs to go up a little bit more.
8 to 5.
I'm excited to be using this gas stove, guys.
Woo. I love gas.
We don't have gas in the parts that I live in.
Okay, I'm gonna put
So.
this over here.
All right. So let's see.
So
All right.
we also ended up, and I always do with some little tiny bits of chicken, and I just throw them on the pan.
Yeah.
Because they'll get covered with sauce.
Those are probably done now.
and-
We can probably eat them. It's like a little
Yeah,
chicken
I know.
nugget.
You want to try it? Give it a whirl.
Little nugget. Probably delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. It's gonna be good stuff here. And her hand's wet, so it splashed me in the face.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Sorry.
All right.
Look, we're cleaning up the chicken bag. That big, huge mess.
Yes. See, I would have just had messes all over my counter and everything. So now I picked up some tips, guys. Isn't that great? And I learned what a jelly roll pan was. She's like, "Can you get that jelly roll pan?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is."
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do when we pull that out is we're going to add our sauce. We're going to make our little sauce.
All right. So what goes in the sauce?
So it's super, super simple. The
Super
tomato-
simple. We all like simple, right?
Yes. Tomato sauce.
Do you put it in the pan right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna get hot too. Pour that in there. Okay. Ooh.
There's this guy, if you want to, I'm a big,
Yeah.
I clean
You
out
don't want
all
to
my
waste. No,
pans
that's
and-
good. I worked at restaurants that make you do that too. And did you know for your bags they have this like little thing that you can squeeze? Like if you had like a bag of sauce, they make this little tool that you can like squeeze everything out of it.
all out of there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Razzoos. I know that from them. They used to make me literally like it's because they have these weird like store and pour things
Yeah.
that have the little pull down thing. I don't know what it's called. And then you pull it down and pour the sauce out. But they used to keep it in like bags. But they had this tool that would like scrape the bag, it like squeeze the bag all the way down, and it would like almost like when you do.
That's about an eighth of a teaspoon.
Yeah. And if you put extra pepper in it, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right. So
Okay, and then I think we need the garlic.
yeah, we need garlic powder, right?
Yeah, my garlic powder looks so sad.
Because you get such a big thing of it.
I know.
So Brie cooks so much that she buys these giant things of garlic powder.
Once upon a time, I had a big family. Now they're all growing up and moving out.
So what all did we put in here? Salt, pepper, and garlic powder?
Pepper, garlic powder, and that's it. We
That's
let
it.
that simmer for about 10 minutes, it says.
10 minutes? Okay.
And I just
So we probably need to turn it down a little bit.
low.
So
Yeah.
do we want to,
And then I usually grate my cheese, but hey, I bought grated cheese this time.
grated cheese is way more convenient, in case you're wondering. Okay,
And I don't
so
even know that we need to let it simmer.
I think it just needs to really get hot, right? And
Yeah.
like be thinner. Okay, so this is, oh, that's hot. I don't know what
Here,
that's
right here.
Okay.
I'll give you the globe.
Ooh. All right, so this is what, oh, I'm still gonna touch it, here we go. This is what it should look like. It should just be thinner. And I'm gonna post the recipe to my website like I do every Thursday in the morning. So now I have her family recipe. Yay.
So the next thing we're gonna do is just take a spoonful of that, and I just,
Oh, here,
can you guys see it? I don't know.
here, I'll hold this up. Here we go.
Those off. And I just kind of spoon it over the breast.
There we go. Spoon it over the breast.
And we might need another can because I like my stuff saucy.
Yeah, I think, well, because you doubled the recipe, right?
Yeah, I doubled the amount of tomato sauce also, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Okay.
So I just put a little bit on in the middle, and then we put some mozzarella cheese over it, and then some Parmesan cheese. And then we're gonna stick that in the oven for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So while that's doing, we'll make the pasta and we will
Make our dressing.
make this dressing for the Caesar salad. All right. And I'll also share.
And I did wash my hands in between the egg and this.
She didn't. She's a liar, remember? She already admitted that twice.
I'm such a liar.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this while you're doing. Oh, well, we gotta get more sauce.
I'll finish it.
Okay. So this is what it looks like. I would put more cheese on that, but that's just
Well,
me.
add some more cheese to it.
No, I mean it's okay. This is your cooking show today.
Oh, okay.
This is cooking with Brie today. Okay,
When we're done, and then you say, "Oh, this needed more cheese."
it's okay.
After you
I'll
taste it.
I'll add more cheese to my own if I want more cheese. That's okay. Everybody eats food differently, you know. And you've made this more than I have, so. And honestly, when I'm on the restaurants, this is probably the amount of cheese that I get on. Like whenever I eat it there. This is gonna be
Might
so
have
good.
enough
I'm
sauce.
super excited.
You may have enough sauce.
Oh, I think it is enough. Yay. So, if you like more sauce, you can always put more. If you like less sauce, you can put less sauce.
Yes.
So that's the beauty of cooking things like this.
You can also just make some sauce to have on the side so after it bakes, because you don't want to drown it in sauce in the oven.
Because then it'll get soggy.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody wants a soggy chicken.
But you can always have a little marinara pasta sauce on the side.
It's almost like tomato gravy. Have you ever had tomato gravy?
No, but
I've never,
yes.
I've heard of it, but I've never had it. So I don't know what it is. But somebody's like, "Have you ever had tomato gravy?" And I'm like,
Have you had chocolate gravy before?
no. And everybody's like, so my friend was like posting these
I have that
on
recipe.
Christmas. They were posting.
That is a family recipe. I don't know if I'd be able to share.
Christmas people were posting the chocolate gravy on their biscuits, and I was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "If you're from the South, you know." I'm like, "I am from Texas. Like, I feel like that's the South." But some people may not agree with that. Like, you know, but I would love
haven't
to.
heard of it before until about 2 years ago. So, and I'm from Texas.
So what is the difference? So when you're making it, do you put chocolate in it instead of
Hershey's cocoa, and I want to say corn. I'd have to look at the recipe again. It was made for us, and then I received the recipe, but it was made here at the house. So I watched them make it, but I haven't made it yet. So
That's
yeah.
exciting.
It's
I
the
want
bomb.
a recipe for chocolate gravy. If anybody has that recipe, please share it with me. Because Brie said she might not be able to.
Yeah, I was
Let's see.
promised not to.
Yes, girl, chocolate gravy was my great-grandma's recipe. Do you have your great-grandma's recipe? Can you send that to me, please? I want to try it. Like, I want to try it for breakfast in the morning.
You want some chocolate
So-
gravy?
Yeah. Actually, I won't try it in the morning because I won't be having carbs in the morning. If anybody gives me the recipe, I'll share it. I'll make it on the show.
There you go.
See?
There you go.
And I'll maybe put in my cookbook with some like this. I got this recipe from so-and-so,
There you go.
from whoever gives it to me, from Alex. My husband's family here in Mississippi loves tomato gravy. Ooh, yes, she's gonna send it to me.
Yay!
Yay!
Was that from Alex?
Yes, Alex, you are the
Alex.
bomb. You're the bomb.
Okay, is this better on the cheese? Am I being too skimpy?
okay.
Gotta make Cacey happy.
I would, if someone, you should have just been like, get out of my kitchen, because that's what I would have done. I'd have been like, get out.
Unfortunately, I'm a people pleaser, so yeah.
It's great. All right.
Okay, little Parmesan.
Yes.
We'll pop those in the oven, the first.
Okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna pop these in the oven. And how long does it cook?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes.
350.
At 350. Okay. Does it matter what rack you put it on? Sometimes, I know sometimes recipes say to put it in the top rack.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. These are going down in the oven. There we go. All right.
Then let's pull
Don't
this
touch it.
guy off.
Okay. Look how cool this thing is that she has, guys.
Little top filler.
Look. That's the coolest thing. I can't see it. I
Yeah,
can't see
you
it.
can see. Go down. It's filling
It's like a spout. I want one of these for
Yes.
my house.
which is great, especially when you're doing a big pot
Check
of.
that out. Every lady
water.
on here, go tell your boyfriend or your husband that you need a new one. That you need this above your stove. I'm just gonna have mine come out of the ceiling. Cause my stove's
And
on
you
the
can
island.
shower. You can shower underneath it.
There's multi-uses. All right, so okay, we're just filling the pot with water for the spaghetti. Okay, so we are going to move. She's gonna make the pasta over there, and then we're gonna move over here and make the Caesar dressing. Does anybody love Caesar salad? I do. I love Caesar salad.
I do.
And and it's easy for me. It's easier than like a regular garden salad because I like to put, when I make the other one, I like to put tomatoes and cucumbers and bacon and cheese and like
Everything.
boiled eggs, like everything in the kitchen sink. But the kitchen sink, I guess, would be the right term for that. So I am excited to learn how to make a homemade Caesar dressing because all you need for that is romaine lettuce, Parmesan cheese, and croutons and Caesar dressing. And I make a homemade ranch sometimes for special occasions because otherwise I just get the Hidden Valley bottle.
Yeah.
If you make a homemade, it seems like it goes bad faster. Like for the ranch, anyways, it's not.
I make a homemade ranch by using the ranch packet.
Yeah.
And it tastes so different from the
bottle. Yeah, isn't it weird? Because Hidden Valley makes both.
Yeah.
All right. So while she is getting the ingredients for y'all, I said that I would share one of the ways that I stay grateful by taking 5 minutes out of my day in the morning and the night. This is what is called a gratitude journal. And someone gave this to me, but I actually looked them up because I wanted to give them away as gifts sometimes. But you can get them on Amazon, I believe. It's called a paperback journal, but it's actually a gratitude journal. So I will just tell you kind of what it says. And let's see, I'm just gonna pick, man, I thought I saved. So I had a page picked out that I was gonna read to y'all, but let's see. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just rambling now. Okay, I think this is actually it. Okay, so it has a quote at the top, this one says, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but they will never forget the way you made them feel." So, and then it has where you just put first thing in the morning when I get up after I read my Bible and do all that stuff that gets me going in the morning. It has some things that you say, or you put some things that you're thankful for. So it has 3 lines. If you had, sometimes before I started doing this, sometimes I had a hard time just even saying what I was thankful for because I was really ungrateful. So I've been doing this for a couple months now, and it's really just helped me. So I figured I would share that with you guys if you want to get your own and start. You could also just write it in a journal as well if you wanted to. So like this one said, "Today I am thankful for God's favor. God is good all the time." And then my second thing was opportunities that will be given to me. And then the third one was discipline, that I'm learning how to be an entrepreneur. What would make today amazing? Giving out 5 business cards and making money at my part-time job. And then it has affirmations for you to do for yourself too. I am smart and full of knowledge. I am willing and capable to do anything I'm called to do. And then at night, so that it has for morning and then night. So at night you go back and reflect on your day It's like amazing things that happened today. I fell and got back up like a boss. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't even remember this day. It's weird. And then, so there's also a spot where there's a couple other things. And then there's also a thing that says, how could I have made today better for myself and for someone else? And mine for that day was clean the kitchen instead of leaving my dishes all in the sink, and then put my laundry away and spent more time with my family. And then, and then it has a thing, what are you looking forward to tomorrow? And it says, my cooking show with Cacey and Parrish. And then I had a doctor's appointment, and then paying my car payment. I wasn't looking forward to that.
Because you're grateful that you have the money.
I guess that's why. Yeah, I was grateful for having the money to pay my car payment. So, but yeah, and so you just do it every day. It takes about 5 minutes each day, each time you sit down and do it. If you already know kind of what you're grateful for, then it shouldn't take you even that long. But you just do it every single day, and that's what I love about it, and it has helped me tremendously, along with some other things that I do in the mornings as well, just to realize that everything that sometimes people are just unhappy with where they're at in life, and they don't realize how much that they actually have. They're just focused on, and I was one of those people, focused on what I don't have and what I wanted in life, not everything I already have. Because I have a good life. I have a good man. My kids are pretty decent most of the time. I have a career, and I'm getting better every day, and it's just like one of those things that if you don't take a step back and look at, you can easily be like, well, they have a brand new car, and her house is nicer than mine, and they were able to get their kids this or something like that. And so if you think about all of the negative things all the time, then you're not able to focus on the things that you do have, and this has helped me with that. So take it away, Brie, with the Caesar dressing.
I love that, Cacey, because it's so true. And remembering to be grateful is huge.
Yeah.
Weird that we'll eyeball.
What are you looking for?
A 1/3 cup measure, which I have one, and it's not the same as my.
She only has one 1/3 cup measure, guys.
One 1/3 cup measure, and it's not the same as my measured cup. So if I eyeball it, it'll be fine. It's for the cheese anyway, so.
For the cheese. So you put Parmesan cheese in Caesar dressing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that it had cheese in it.
The best thing about this dressing is the blender does all the work for you. Just throw it all in there, mix it up.
Absolutely.
So the items you need for a Caesar dressing is olive oil. I use eggs. It calls for egg substitute, but I don't buy egg substitute because what is egg substitute?
What is an egg substitute?
I don't know. So
they used to use that. They use that at IHOP unless you ask for real eggs.
I'm just like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So when you use eggs, they should be coddled at room temperature or coddled. And to coddle an egg, because I usually forget, but I knew this was happening today, so I took my eggs out.
So she's prepared for me.
Yes, for once in my life, I guess. But usually I don't, and I'm like, these can't be cold. So you can boil water and stick the egg in there for about 3 seconds and then pull it out. Or you can bring an egg to room temperature by having a cup of warm water and then stick the egg in there for about 5 or 10 minutes. So it just depends on how big of a hurry you're in. But anyway.
Or if you remember, you can just leave them on the counter all day.
Yes.
That works too.
And that's what not all day, but for a few hours.
I mean, I've been over here for a while.
Yeah. And you're on the counter the whole time. I don't know how long it takes to bring a egg to room temperature, but I know they don't go bad.
Well,
in one day.
You actually, like fresh eggs, you can leave on the counter until you wash them. Once they're washed,
I just
then you put them in the fridge. Yes, I want to say somebody told me that on one of my cooking shows. Who was that?
How many tablespoons before you're at a 1/4 cup?
4. 4 tablespoons to make a 1/4 cup.
Okay, so we need 3/4 a cup of olive oil.
Well, you're making dressing.
Yeah.
That seems normal.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be like the base, right?
Yeah.
Where's your big jar of mayonnaise?
Oh, I need that out. And the recipe, the base recipe doesn't call for mayonnaise, but
So y'all aren't in for us. Oh, this was gonna be, this would be a like vinaigrette Caesar. Because I've seen those before where they don't have.
It's not thick and creamy, and I like mine thick and creamy. So I just add a little mayonnaise to it until it's the consistency that I
that
like.
she likes. Okay, cool.
So this is actually the dry side of the measure all cup.
Her measuring cup is super cool. She got it from the Pampered Chef.
Yes.
So she said that some of their stuff is crap and way overpriced.
Sorry if there's any Pampered Chef people.
And she said that the other people, and she said some of their stuff is gold, and this was one of the gold things.
Yes.
So.
And it's lasted me. Some of their stuff hasn't lasted me, which it makes me mad because if I'm gonna pay that much for junk, it better last me.
Yeah, I was actually talking about possibly selling Pampered Chef, and she was like, "Don't do it, don't do it," because I'm like, I mean, I'm doing a cooking show, I might as well, like, here's my new product, but I don't want to sell anything that is not up to my standards. So
we said a 1/4 teaspoon. Is what we decided.
That looks like wine. It's in a wine bottle, actually. So it's not wine.
Oh yeah,
But if it were wine, I might have a glass. You never know.
I try to say that I'm frugal and or crafty. That all sounds better than cheap. But I take a wine bottle and there's, you can't really see it on here. Oh wait, there. Can you see it? Anyways, it's etching cream. And I don't know, I etched it and it says extra virgin olive oil and it sits out on my counter. But you're correct, it is a wine glass.
So, a wine bottle.
Oh, that one. It's that one.
Oh, guys, so this is Brie's first time to go live. So she's super excited about it. So if everybody wants to give her a round of applause. Do they have that on the thing? I don't know if they have it on there. Like
where it has the little boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
Oh, so we got a thumbs up.
Yay!
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
So, it's okay though. I'm proud of her, even if you're not. So, if there's any realtors watching, Brianna is really good. I don't think there is. I think Jenna was on there for a second, but I think she got off already. But she will do your paperwork for you and save you tons of time for anybody interested in that.
And coordinating.
She can.
Whatever you want me to.
I mean, basically, she's like my assistant that doesn't work for me all the time, and I only pay her when we close.
Yes.
Well, and a deposit, but she's a lifesaver. Like, I'll just say that because I can do my own paperwork, but I don't love to do my own paperwork. So if you don't love it,
and I do. I love to do paperwork and keep everything.
She's a weirdo.
I am such a weirdo. Like you would not believe. Okay, now I'll do the lemon juice at 3 tablespoons. I'm doubling this recipe, so we're gonna do 6.
Well, I'll put this recipe on as well because she shared it with me. Oh my gosh!
Here, let's do this.
It's okay.
It's just lemon juice. Lemony
So
fresh floors.
when you make the dressing, do you save it? Do you save it for later? Like how long does it keep for?
It keeps. I mean, after a couple of weeks, then not that it tastes bad or I get sketched out.
You just personally
so
throw it out. Okay.
Okay, we're not doing this.
Okay.
But let's see, and it doesn't really, it yields 1 cup, but we're doubling. And then it gives the,
yeah, it doesn't say. Oh, wait, right here. Refrigerate in airtight container for 3 to 4 days.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Well, she's never died from it going for 2 weeks, so there we go.
Usually you make it for the salad you're going to eat. And we don't often eat just Caesar salad all the time. So
yes,
if it's been in the refrigerator for a little bit, then I'll toss it because I'm like, no thanks.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so 2/3.
I just pour it in there sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like,
I saw a girl. Well, I saw a picture of a girl, I don't know, but she was a chef and she actually had measurements put on, like tattooed onto her hand.
oh my gosh.
I think that's cool. I might do it actually.
And
I'll be like, high five, how many teaspoons of cinnamon do you need? But I mean, it's weird because you'd have to like cup it, you know, so I would just put like, this is a pinch, this is 2 pinches. Just kidding.
Okay.
I've gotten better since doing this show at measuring things, though.
Salt and like seasonings I can measure out pretty accurately in my hand.
Yeah.
But then,
Well,
yeah,
that was
things
one of
not
my
so
things
much.
with doing the cooking show is that I was like, I don't measure anything, so you're gonna have to watch me cook because then you're gonna. But so I started measuring it so I could give people the recipe. So the last 2 recipes.
Do we know what time we put that in at?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It looks done. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would probably say we're another 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's
But
okay.
I was like, oh. Okay, so here's a little iffy point. I personally like anchovies in my Caesar dressing.
Every restaurant that you go to, they have anchovies in the Caesar dressing.
Okay.
If they make it there.
I like the tart, like salty, I love it. But if you do not want to do anchovies, there are substitutions. There's crumbled blue cheese. Oh, that's it. Crumbled blue cheese. Because then it calls for anchovy paste or anchovy fillets, which we're using tonight.
I've worked in a lot of restaurants, and a couple of them that I worked at, they made the Caesar dressing there, and they actually had the anchovies, or they put the anchovies in it. So, you know, because I had to know that because if you're allergic to like a fish allergy, you couldn't have the dressing.
Right.
But I've looked on my bottle at home, like just to see, so that some of the ones that you buy at the store don't have the anchovies, and that's probably because there's no way to really preserve it, right?
Yeah, well, they're so salted. They're salted and oiled, and that's like you buy them. They're salted oil
Okay.
and olive oil and salt, and that's how they're preserved.
Do you eat those on your pizza too?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't mind it, but I haven't ever had one on my pizza that I know of.
Okay. I was just wondering, because that's always like a thing in movies when you see they're like, I'll take this pizza with no anchovies. And I'm like, who puts anchovies on their pizza?
I didn't do salted marinade, did I? No, I put it in the water for the
No idea.
pasta. Okay.
Okay, so
Dry mustard.
what is she putting in it now? So she put the anchovies in it. Is that what you...
I did
We're
the
asking-
anchovies. That was the scary looking worm-like things.
Gross.
Yeah, that was the anchovy.
But they taste good in here, actually.
Oh my gosh.
So, do you need this? I don't know.
No,
I kind of lost my train of thought.
I don't
So
need
we
the
got
water.
probably what, like
another 10, 15 minutes.
another 10 minutes on there. We
Oh, our
got
water's boiling. Let's get our,
our pasta
yes.
in there. Do you want me to make
Now,
this whole
Some dry
package?
mustard, yeah, put the whole package in there.
Just remember the recipe is going to be on, and then I'll share this and save the video to my page as well. This is, I think, the longest video that I've ever done.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh, it's already 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh, time flies when you're having fun.
I know. It's okay.
So, I would probably say maybe a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I just put it in there until I like it. The
Just like I do.
consistency. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and then we're gonna blend it up. So it's gonna get loud. I'm sorry, y'all. Gosh,
I
what
can't
time do
wait
you
to eat
think
this food.
What time do you think we put the Parmesan in the oven?
I don't know. I really think that it might be ready.
Yeah, I think you're right too, because it was looking pretty melty.
You put the lid back on when you pasta?
I usually don't, no, because then it just rolls over.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's actually not that loud. I'm sorry, guys. My blender's so loud. You should have heard mine a couple weeks ago. It's like,
Are you ready? Ready?
I'm just kidding. It's really not that loud. Okay. Oh, Louise is watching. So Louise is a chef too. So that's really cool. She's watching. Chef, she's making homemade Caesar dressing here. So if you need some tips on that, then we already did it, but you can go back and rewatch the video later. But his birthday was a few days ago, so happy belated birthday. I know I already told you before, but all right. So we got the chicken parmesan. I think it's
Okay,
done.
Cacey.
We're gonna see if it's done. Or do you want me to look my? Oh, they stay in fog. I was gonna say, look at my glasses. They're fogged up.
Oh, no.
Okay. So, what do you think?
I think those do look done.
Okay, so chicken parm is done. Ooh, yummy. Dressing is done. We're just waiting on the pasta to boil. So y'all don't really, everybody knows how to cook pasta, right? I hope so. If not, then just don't cook. I'm just kidding. You want to, when the pasta, I'll post a picture of it when it's done so that way I can go ahead and jump off of here and I can let y'all go. But I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like our business pages and share the video to be entered into the drawing for the $30 Visa gift card for next week. So everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you guys.